Good morning, Garrison family. Out here just cleaned up the yard, threw me a bag of lime down. It's gonna get us a good rain in today. We like to deodorize the yard, but we know we're gonna get them rains in. Bleach down the yard. Got a couple of little green little spots from the water. So we getting everything together this morning. With the Tractor Supply, got them some little bone snacks to snack on. They snacking and dirty as ever. Prada. Yeah, they dirty today. It rained all day yesterday, so all that access to that dirt and mud that they gonna make. It's getting weather grade change, so today I'm gonna go ahead and go get the rest of my blocks ordered. And then this weekend I'll be starting to get them on down. Once I get them down, give me a bag of cement. Give me a bag of cement and get it on through the cracks. Yeah, big boys. Yeah, so right now everybody just chilling, enjoying their little snacks. Cause that's what they done did to my shovel. So I said, no, by the time I come back, it'll be down there. Let me go on and get these boys and girls something to nibble on so they can be content. Proud of back at her. Every time I clean the yard, it seemed like she go right behind me to make a mess, doing her due diligence. Back up. What you doing? Smelling it. It's stinking. Yeah, I know it stinks. Oh, Fendi. No, that's Ghost. Where Fendi at? That's Ghost. Fendi over. So how did everyone's weekend go? Hopefully everybody had a good and gracious weekend. Hopefully everyone that follows NFL and got their teams, hopefully your team won. Everybody know I'm a Cincinnati fan. Joe Burrow got hurt, so we got the beat down. But I'm just out here with these guys this morning. It's real cool out this morning. We ready to get them some food in them and let them do what they do. I got a couple things I gotta get in order today. I gotta take, probably in the beginning of next week, I'll take Coco to the vet. She can get her new rabies shot. It's been a year, so it's time for her to get her rabies shot in. Then, let me see, after her, it'll be Prada and Chanel and then Fendi and the boys. But everybody, you can see everybody's content this morning. Smiling down on everybody. Coco. Look at them wrinkles in Coco's face. Boy, I love them wrinkles in her face. Nelly. Everybody's turn. Everybody biting down. Good jaw exercise for them. Get them jaws good and strong. See, it ain't fragile. See how he's doing. He got him a crackling. He biting on it like he eating a crackling. Snapping. Everybody's snapping this morning. He got 2 of them. How he get 2? He done took somebody's. Yeah, they done took, and then she got 2. They bullies. I see this. Her girl, her. Her, you got one right here. Damn. That's that temperament you guys is looking for. It's the temperament you want. Everybody chill, get along. Now you know we got that one to get the party going, and that's Fendi. But shoot, what's a party without one to get it going, huh? So yeah, guys, we ready starting next summer. Come May, we gonna be starting dropping those litters. So y'all need to start getting with me. I'm only gonna probably do about 15 slots because we don't wanna, go for too high and then not get what we're expecting. So we do the 15 slots. Worst case scenario, the pups we get 4 pups out of each litter. Then we know those 3 I'll be the first dibs on the next litter, which would be 8 to 9, 6 months behind the first. So, well, not even that, because the litters will be dropping back to back. You'll have your Chanel litter, then you'll have your Prada litter, and then you'll have your Fendi litter. And we'll be hitting Chanel and Prada with Gucci, and we'll be hitting Fendi with Mr. St. Patrick Ghost. Then we'll pull back probably a boy and 2 girls. And then we just gonna get it going from there, y'all. So on our YouTube, follow our YouTube, Garrison County Rockwell. Like, subscribe, share. Getting more and more content every day, more and more viewers and more subscribers. So as we grow and teach each other, we ask you to reach out and share the content, ask others to join. We're trying to build something here, not just for me, but for us. So you'll be able to, when you get your pups, go back into content years down the line and see what we did to uh, get around this, what we did to successfully take care of this problem, what we did to um, get this done and that done. And also, I always um, give shout outs to the vets that we come in contact with, the doctors and all those, so everyone can be helpful. If you in the surrounding area, you can easily reach out to those vets and those doctors and ask the questions that you need to ask, or even go online and uh, get some of the knowledge that you are trying to get from the veterinarians, because everything is helpful. We gotta always be open-minded to help one another, not just because we're breeders and trying to become family, but because it's good to engage with others and build. And when I say build, I mean collective knowledge of the pedigrees, of foundation, of what you should do to start a pedigree, to start your line. What should you get a girl first? Should you buy a boy first? These are things that you need to know and need to ask when trying to start you a breeding program with these dogs or anything else sort as animal. All takes time, effort, and learning to actual conquer the experience that you're trying to give out. So you could be a backyard, what they call a backyard breeder that just pushing out dogs, and then your dogs getting sick. You don't know who's the dog's father. You got 7 male sires in your yard. You got 15 females. They all running around, and then they pop up pregnant, and you don't know who said is what. So it's always good to do the knowledge, keep up with your testing, your JLPP testing. It's always good to get those tests and get those screenings done, because you want to know if your dog can even produce puppies, if your dog can even have puppies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be a breeder that sells someone a pup and then their pup can't produce, if that's what they're trying to do. Then you find yourself backpedaling, trying to come up with things that you shouldn't be trying to come up with, because from the beginning of the process, everything should have been did step by step and taken taken steps to get that knowledge and get those qualities out of your camp. Like, if you ain't gonna do the homework and have the time to actually put into your camp, it ain't gonna work, fellas. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna be so hard trying to do it second, like half-ass. And that's with anything in life. You can't do nothing in life half-ass. You got to give it your all. And like with these dogs, I did my homework. When I was looking for pups, I was looking all over, and I came across Tony. And one thing I can say about Tony, he has pups probably in every state. But what people do is they go get a female and think that that female is gonna produce what you see on his yard. I go get a male and then think that that male is gonna produce what you see on his yard. And as I did my homework and got to sitting down with Tony, and man, I'll tell you, we went back and forth, and then it got to the point where he was giving me so much game and knowledge that I was overwhelmed. So once I got down there and I learned, okay, you don't want to start your program with a male. You want to start your program with a female. So I had already got a female, which was Chanel. And I had got her from my guy at Lionheart, which is an offspring of a Butler kennel through, what's this, Big Boss. So Chanel's maybe granddaddy, I gotta look in the paper. I gotta look at my papers. But like I was saying, so when I got to Tony, I got Prada, which you can see Prada is the biggest dog that I got at the moment. She was my second dog, now my third, because I had Coco, then I went and got Chanel, and then Prada. She was my second. So she is huge. Look at her. She's huge. It's right, start raining. But you want to do your homework. You want to make sure that everything you looking for, the quality and everything is in your pups. And you got to do your homework on those breeders too, because like I was saying with Tony, every breeder that I had already reached out to before I got to Tony had Tony's dogs on his yard, but they only had one, maybe a male or maybe two females, but they didn't have the male and the female that had that same bloodline. And what I had did my homework, and he was letting me know, like, you gotta match that big male with that big female. So now, as you see, I got Gucci, big blockhead male, so I can match him with Prada, big female. So we know their puppies are gonna be huge. They got the blood to bring that back. And then it's just knowledge. You got to do your knowledge. You got to do your homework to get the knowledge to know about your lineage on these puppies and the ancestors and the pedigree. You want to do the bloodline to the max to know every quality that you can try to bring out of these dogs, because like I tell you, these Rottweilers, they get so big, they turn into big birds. And you don't want no little bitty Rottweiler. And when you get a little bitty Rottweiler, then that's how you think, oh, is this a American or German? Well, coming off this yard, it ain't, and you don't have to question that. Coming off this yard, you don't have to question that. The only thing that you got to question is, do you want to ride to come and pick them up, your pup, or do you want to pay the expenses for us to deliver your pup? That's right. Do you want to pay the expenses for us to deliver your pup? Because down here at Garrison's, that's how we coming. Front door service. Front door service. Nelly. Yes, I'm going to cut on out here, y'all. It's ready to rain, so I'm going to go on and get these guys into some shelter and put some food on their stomach. I don't know if it was a little bumblebee chasing them. All right, guys, and I'm out.